Lesson 1, The Sentence.
Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Vivekananda Academy of Human Excellence. Today I am going to introduce you the first lesson from 5th standard English grammar book, and the lesson name is the sentence. Now, what is the sentence? We will start it from the first part of the grammar, okay? So, in 1st standard we start to learn about English grammar with the basic things. Means we start to learn about noun, then pronoun, then verb, adverb, preposition. With this small things, with this small concept, we start to get knowledge about grammar. Standard wise, you get deep knowledge about those concepts. And now in the 5th standard, we are going to start to learn about the sentence. Now, when you take the admission, when you start to learn about English, your teacher first teach you that how to use the phonics while framing the words. You learn the phonics, you start to use that phonics in your regular life, and then you start to frame the words with the help of phonics. But if we write the words together anyhow, so that can make sense? No. So if we write many words together but in a proper sequence, in a proper manner, in correct order, so that can make sense, and that we call sentence. Here I write the definition of sentence. First we will read the definition of sentence and then I'll explain it with some examples. Look here on the blackboard. Here is the definition of the sentence, that a sentence is group of words that makes complete sense. Now, group of words means what? When we are writing many words together, when we are using it in one sentence and in a sequence, so that we call a group of words. So, if that group of words can make complete sense, sometimes anyhow we are talking in English, so that cannot make sense. If I say that saw I garden, this sentence I used here, that saw I garden, can it make sense? No, this is not correct. This cannot make any sense in this. But if I said that I saw the garden, so here this word, this group of words can make complete sense, and this we call sentence. Let's see here some examples I have written on the blackboard. The first is Vinit is good singer. Now this sentence starts with a name. Vinit is good singer. Here I write 4 words. Vinit 1, then is, then good and singer. So here not just only I use one word, here I use many words, right? So we can call this group of words. But when I write these words in a proper manner, in a correct sequence, so it can make sense. Okay? This sentence has its meaning. So it can make complete sense, and this we call sentence. The next is, this is rose garden. In this sentence also there are 4 words. But when I write this word in a correct order, it can make sense, and this we call sentence. Now just tell me, if I write this way, that rose is this garden. I just want to change the place of the word. Now tell me, can this make sense, that rose is this garden? No, it cannot make sense. But when I am saying that this is rose garden, so these words of blue can make sense, and this we call sentence. Next one is, why were you absent yesterday? Question mark. This is question, and at the end of the question we are using the question mark. So here if I say that absent you, why, yesterday where, so here I just only change the place of the word. But can this words of group make sense? No. When I am saying that why were you absent yesterday, if this way I use words in a correct order, it can make sense, and this we call sentence. The last one is, what a pleasant day it is. When I am saying what a pleasant day it is, here also there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 words are here. So we can call this group of words, and it makes sense. So this we call sentence. Again I am telling you, sentence means what? When we are using many words, right? We can call that group of words. But this word, when we are using in a correct order, and this group of that only we can call sentence. If anyhow we write words in a group and if it cannot make sense, so that we cannot call sentence. If it makes sense, then only we can call it sentence. Okay. Now there are some rules about sentence. Now what are the rules? The first one is, if you observe these four sentences here, you can notice this thing here, that first letter I write in a capital. You can just look here that this sentence, this we call sentence, correct? We write many words here in a group in a correct order and it makes sense. So this is sentence. Whenever you are going to write a sentence, so that time first letter it should be in capital. First letter always write in capital. Whenever you are going to start the sentence, first letter it should be in capital. It must be in capital. Okay. So here this sentence, Vinay is good singer. This sentence I start with Vinith word and especially I start this sentence with V later. So that's why I write this V in capital. In the next sentence, this is Rose Garden. This sentence starts with T. So this T I write in capital. First letter of sentence always write in a capital. Then, why were you absent yesterday? Here this sentence starts with W. So this W I write in a capital. Then in last sentence, what a pleasant day it is. This sentence is also makes sense. So this sentence starts with W again. So this W we write in a capital. So this is the first rule, that whenever you are going to write any sentence, the first letter of sentence you always write in a capital. Okay, this is your first rule. Rule number 2. So when you complete your sentence, after that we are using this punctuation mark, means full stop. If that sentence is using as a question, if you are using that sentence as a question, then use question mark. If the sentence is exclamatory sentence, then you use this exclamatory mark here. Okay. So this is rule number 2. When you finish, at the end of the sentence, you use full stop, question mark, or exclamatory mark. This is rule number 2. Now rule number 3 is, if you notice here that is helping verb. Now verb means what? Action words we call verb, right? But when we are using this is, am, are, was, were, will, shall, so these are also we call helping verbs, right? So all sentence comes with verb. Now look here, here is, then is, where, and here it is. So all sentence comes with verb. So these 3 rules we learn here. The first rule is, always start the sentence with capital letter. At the end of the sentence, use full stop, question mark, or exclamatory mark. Rule number 3, all sentence comes with verb. Correct? Now, how to frame the sentence? What is the structure of sentence? That we are going to learn here with this same example. Now look here, I write the structure of sentence. It is very easy to understand. You can learn it with this way, that S plus V plus O. If anyone asks you that what is the structure of sentence, you can simply say that S plus V plus O. This is the structure of sentence. Now, S means subject. What is subject? We start the sentence with name. When we don't know the name of that person, we are using pronoun in place of names, correct? So these names and pronoun we call subject. We always start the sentence with subject. Then the next is V. Now V means what? V means word. Action word we call verb. You know, in sentences we are using slip, cook, take. Then this type of words which are showing action. So these action words we call verb. But in that, just only these words which are showing you action, that is just only verb? No. As I told you, am, are, was, were, will, shall, these we also call helping verbs. Now, you can see here that they use is, then where and is here. Now, the next thing is O means object. Object means what? Object means remaining part of that sentence we call object, correct? Here is one example that how we are using this structure while framing the sentences. You can understand it with this first two sentences. Vinay is good singer, correct? As I told you, the sentence structure is S plus V plus O. It means subject plus verb plus object. This way we are framing the sentence. Now, subject means name. Otherwise, if we don't know the name, we are using pronouns he, she, it, I, they, we, you. So these are pronouns. This sentence starts with Vinit. Vinit is name of boy. This is subject. So here I underline this word and I write here S. S means subject. Vinit, this is subject. Subject means name, otherwise pronoun. Next is V. V means verb. Verb is here, that is. Is, this is verb. They don't use any other action word here, correct? They use helping verb here. They use is. So is, this is verb. Then good singer, this is the remaining part of the sentence, correct? So good singer, this is object, and this way we are framing the sentence. Subject plus verb plus object. Next is this is rose garden. Now this is subject. Here this is subject. This is not name, but this sentence, in this sentence, this is subject. Is, this is verb, and rose garden, remaining part of the sentence, this is object. Now next one is, while framing the sentence, we are not writing in this sequence. This is the structure of simple sentence. When we are writing the sentence, we are using this structure S plus V plus O. But when we are writing a question, that question we start with first WH word. We are not start the question with name, with pronouns. We start the question with WH words. Now look here, why. And after WH word, we are using verb in a sentence. So why, where, and you, this is subject. Absent yesterday, and then we are using the question mark at the end of the question. But just keep this thing in your mind. The structure of sentences S plus V plus O means subject plus verb plus object. Here is the question which is related, which is based on the sentence structure. We learn about sentence structure that we start the sentence with the subject, then we are writing the verb, and then we are writing the object, correct? So here they give you some words of group. Here they use many words, but these words cannot make sense because anyhow they write the words. These words are not in a proper sequence, not in a correct order. So what is your work? Rewrite the words in a proper order. These words which have given here, these words you write in a proper order, in a correct order, and then rewrite it again. Means again you write the proper sentence in a blank space. First, handwriting very, Meena is good, correct? These are some words. Now you have to arrange it properly. So the sentence always starts with subject. Now which is subject here? Here subject means name, Meena, but just only Meena, this is subject. Is this correct? No, they are talking about Meena's handwriting. So here Meena's handwriting, this is subject, and always start the sentence with subject. So here Meena's handwriting. Okay. Then after subject, what comes in sentence? So after subject we are writing verb, means action word. Is here any, if they give you any action word here? Handwriting, is this action word? No, we already used this. Very, this is action word no. Meena, this is action word no. Is, this is action word no. Good, this is action word no. But is, this is helping word, correct? So this we will write here after Meena's handwriting. So Meena's handwriting is. Now remaining part of the sentence. Two words just only remain here. That is very good. That we will write next to this part. Very good. And now just tell me, this is simple statement, this is simple sentence or question. This is simple sentence. So at the end of the sentence, we are using full stop. Don't forget this thing. So here we put this full stop. Now read the sentence. Meena's handwriting is very good. Now it makes sense. So this is the correct sentence. Now move toward the next one. Shruti and are Tia sisters. Here also they not use the words properly in a correct order. So this cannot make sense. What is our work? To rearrange it again. Chalo, let's start it with the subject. Now subject means name. They use any name here? They give it any name here? Shruti and are Tia sister. Here are two names. Shruti, Tia. So we will write here Shruti and Tia. So this way we start the sentence with subject Shruti and Tia. Then after the subject what we are writing? We are writing verb. Here is are is helping verb. That we will write after the subject are. Shruti and Tia are. Then remaining part. Which word remain now here? Sisters. We will write here. Sisters. Now look at this sentence. Shruti and Tia are sisters. This is sentence. So we will end this sentence with a full stop. Okay? Now the next one is love story book I am reading. Correct? Now this sentence we will start with the subject, but here is no name. So I told you, if there is no name, we are using the pronoun on place of names. Here they give you I. This pronoun we will start here. We will start with this pronoun, that I. Then after that action word, which is action word here. Here they don't use am, is, are, was, were, will, shall. These helping words are not here. But love, this is action word. And this we call verb. So here we will write I love. Then what is next to that? I love reading story book. Reading, this is also action. So here we will write reading. Reading and then remaining part story book. And full stop at the end of the sentence. Now I love reading story book. This can make sense? Yes, it can make sense. So this is sentence. Next one is mother very well cooks. Here mother, this is name, this is subject. So this mother spelling start with M. This sentence start with M. So the first letter we will write in capital M. Then mother. After that action word, which is the action word here? Cooks. Cook, this is action, right? So we will write cooks. And remaining part is object. Very well. And this is simple sentence, so it will end with full stop. And full stop is here. Mother cooks very well. Is this correct? Okay. Next, school next will reopen. School next week the will reopen. Now arrange it in proper sequence. We start the sentence with subject S plus V plus O. Subject, then verb, then object. Subject is name, otherwise pronoun. Here the school, this is name. So we start with the and D it should be in capital. The school. Now after that verb is action word. So here will, this is helping word. Then remaining part, reopen next week. So we will write it here, reopen next week and full stop. This is simple sentence, so we use here full stop at the end of the sentence. 6. Music has won Rita the competition. So again we are going to start the sentence with subject. Here the subject is Rita. Rita. Then after that, what is the next verb? Action word, right? Here has, this is helping verb, and won, this is action. So Rita has won, and remaining part, music, the music competition, correct? We will write it here, the music competition and full stop. So this way we learn about sentences. Again I am going to just only revise the important thing which we learned it here in this lesson. That sentence means what? When we write group of words, but when it makes complete sense, then only we can call it sentence. If anyhow we write the words in a sentence, so that cannot make sense, so we cannot call that sentence. If group of words make complete sense, then only we can call it sentence. Now the second thing is that which we learned, that there are some rules. When we write sentence, always write first letter in capital. And rule number 2, always end the end of sentence you use full stop, question mark or exclamation mark. Rule number 3, sentence always comes with verb. And now after that we discuss about the structure of the sentence. What is structure of the sentence? S plus V plus O. S means subject, V means verb, O means object. Now what is subject? Subject means we start the sentence with name of person. Otherwise, if we don't know the name of the person, we are using another words which we call pronoun. So we start the sentence with name or pronoun, and this we call subject. After the name or pronoun, we are using verb. In verb also there are 2 types. Verb means which word is showing you action. Now I am talking. So talk, this word is showing you action. Now I am standing here. So stand, this word is showing you action. So which word showing you action? Those we call verb. But with that, we are also using is, am, are, was, where, will, shall, these words. So these also we can call helping verbs. So in verbs there are 2 types, main verb and helping verb. Main verb means action words we call verb, and helping verb means is, am, are, was, where, will, shall. These we call helping verbs. Okay. Then the next thing which we learn, that is object. Now remaining part of the sentence we call object. Structure of the sentence is S plus V plus O. Subject plus verb plus object means name, then action word or helping word, otherwise and the remaining part of the sentence. So this way we are framing the sentences. Today we learn about the sentence and about the structure of the sentence with some examples.